Hello, Killer Bunnies. This might be a surprise to some, but we potentially have Kinder already. It's an early draft. Kinder is fundamentally mostly simple. There are a few mechanical cards in there that are interesting. Before we actually get into a game, there's a new feature I want to show, and that is we can browse every deck. There's a reason why I brought this into play for Kinder specifically. So as you look at these, you can see part of the nice thing here is you can look at like the differences between well, there aren't many in the star set. I was gonna say you can see the differences between Eta and Zeta. They more so appear elsewhere, like Mystery. You see the artistic difference there. For reference, the reason why we have this now primarily is because for the purposes of digital, there are certain cards that we need to leave out by default, just by nature. The first type of card that we're going to leave out by default, and when I say by default, I mean perpetually until, hold on, let me get rid of the music 1 second. Quiet. I'm talking, quiet. It was distracting me. I don't know if it was distracting you as well. So part of the reason why we need to get rid of cards is, first of all, if they are a dexterity mechanic. Now, a dexterity mechanic we theoretically could bring back in. What we would do is we would design some elegant mini game of sorts that captures the spirit of the card. In essence, that could be done until a certain point. It's probably not worth it. It's not worth it for any initial release, at least. So we're leaving them out for now. Any of them could be prone to come back at some point. Probably not until I have the complete full set. I'll say that. But just so you're aware, if you ever want to see which cards are left out, we show that here. In this case, we're leaving out one for fun, which is the card that has players rolling dice quickly at the same time. We could say, hey, let's just let players roll, sequentially, but then you may as well just do one die roll and choose highest. It's statistically the same, right? Not worth it. Spin to win. Everyone knows what that is. Spinning the die like a top. These types of cards, dexterity in nature, we can't do them until we implement a mini game that requires a lot of elegance and thought, enough so that doing so casually takes as much effort as writing a whole booster. Probably. At least if you want to do it right. So those are held back for now. That's not the only type of card that we will hold back for now. The other is anything dealing with PII. That's personally identifiable information, or whatever you want to call it. There's certain questions that we just can't ask the player, right? Things like, are you a minor, right? Are you a mother? Those types of questions, were you born in the UK? You really can't ask those types of questions. And even if you can legally, you really don't want to logistically. We get away with the Zodiac. I think that's fine. Your full legal name, no, we can't ask that. We'll use the display name. But so we have workarounds, but there will be certain cards that will inherently be left out. I believe one of such is coming up in the white booster as Carousel. Are you over 30? Probably don't need to know that. I don't want to ask. We can't have users entering their birth date. That has legal implications. So that's where we're at. We have Kinder. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to turn my music back on now. Just slightly. Alright, it's Kinder. Theoretically, we could play with just Kinder Blue, but that's... might as well play both. This means that we are at 30 carats. This game could last longer as a result. I think I'm starting to get cold. Oh, that's our money, is it? It is our money. Wonderful. Great. Okay, let's buy some pawns. Blue and red. And the 3 for... I think there's a glitch right now where it's... something's blocking our inputs there. I think it's, there we go, we got it. I'm guessing it's, refreshing, basically. Which we can fix. Just... yeah, we'll get there. So we have Kinder cards. If you look at the opponent's hands right now, you can see a subtle difference in color. I might, at some point, make these the actual card backs, because at some point it'll become non-distinguishable, and we really want them to be distinguishable. The single colored are elegant, but I don't know. I'll think about it. So far they're distinguishable slightly. You can see this is the sky blue, and this is the standard blue. But if you were colorblind, you'd be screwed, right? So there's that. We drew a lot of money besides that. That's great. We'll see how this game goes. With the addition of Kinder, I'm going to turn the music up slightly. Let's go about there. With the addition of Kinder, it's very much the case. I don't think we're going to get green pawn for last turn. It's very much the case that the games can get quite long. We have added 10 carrots, so the grand total now is 30. And in addition to that, we have... maybe a little bit quieter. In addition to that, we have the Bad News Tornado, which is a huge delay of game card. So, higher carrot count means we have more opportunities for massive delay of game. And we have an additional unavoidable, always will resolve delay of game card. It's just a matter of when it resolves, right? So that's a little bit terrifying. Let's get water. 1! Lame. Alright. That's fun. Haven't done any more improvements yet to our CPU player, of course. Have not massively tested the Kinder cards to make sure that they resolve correctly, so we might run into issues. We'll see. You know, we had intended to play our bunny and asteroid here, but that plutonium has done our job for us, so maybe we'll just supplies instead. Oh, I meant to buy pawns. I can still do so. There are none left. Okay. Never mind. I don't want this. Oh, gross. I shouldn't have rerolled that anyways, but that's okay. More water. Fine. Carrot. We did make some relevant improvements to the endgame reveal, so I'm excited to show that when we get there. There's not too much to say about Kinder, mechanically. It has some nice cards in it, but they're not exceptionally interesting. They're mechanically relevant, but not mechanically interesting. Does that make sense? We're passing because the plutonium blast here. Finger cuffs is gone. I'm glad to see that. We don't want to see finger cuffs resolve. Might reveal something to be broken. Alright, blank plutonium. I think there's still a visual glitch there, if you could call it relevant. Alright, we still have our asteroid, which is funny. Let's assume for a moment that we might launch it. We will not! We waited so long and got punished anyways. Pilfer could be good. Let's try Pilfer here. Sheep market. Choose 2. High-low cash is a good card. +6. Unlike the quest equivalents, high-low cash and Kinder is not a spend immediate. Fugitive. I'm not feeling Fugitive right now. Fugitive is a good answer to a Halo or Hollow. 7 Clovered Specialty is close enough, maybe. Never mind, it's gone. Good. We'll see. Our first playtest, which included a partially implemented Kinder, we almost saw a reshuffle, and that was somewhat terrifying for game length purposes. Alright, Violet Pawn is the one we're stealing. That's good news for game length purposes. Half price coupon can expedite the game massively. High price Roonies. White Booster will be next. That actually has quite a few mechanically interesting cards, which will be a fun challenge. That's a lot of money. Wow. 28. You're in a good position. Mystery Urn is gone. That's one reset card gone. Current Zodiac is still Leo, of course. It is a fully even day, so if we see Ancient Star Rod, it's not very good. That's a shame. I would like to save the Baker. I know a lot of players are conditioned to feel compelled to play bunnies onto the board, but it's really not necessary. Strategically, before you play your bunny, you should really think about, what do I intend to do with this bunny? And if you don't have a good answer for that, and have literally anything else to do, it can be very strategic to do that literally anything else before you play your bunny. Including if it's something absurd like a super or something actually relevant, right? Now we ran out of things to do, so we can justify it. We have both Carrot Exchange and Carrot Trader. That's a bit redundant. Mini Danish. Let's see if that comes into play at some point. Uriel's Machine. Interesting, I guess. Let's get Fluorine Gas down. CPU 2 is currently the only player with carrots, but we have the potential to buy 5 so far. Let's hope to get much more money. Leaf Carrotson comes into play. See the bunny abducted, and it will be killed right away. Very high impact cards being used in very low impact ways so far. We saw Mystery Urn go away, we saw Leaf Carrotson go away. What else have we seen? Binds in Black was used or discarded. Discard by Cool Change, I presume. We actually have a use for the mini Danish because we have the water, but we don't have the cabbage. Look at that. Let's make sure our bunny doesn't die by misfortune first. Alright, can we do this? No, we have to do this first. Okay, that's fine. Mini Danish. Let's see if it prompts properly. Feed cabbage. And then the water. Look at that. We got value out of the mini Danish in the first Kinder game. Hooray. Huge. Strategically, I guess, or something. Do we want to set up a fugitive? Maybe. Do we want to set up a carrot trader? Maybe. Let's set up carrot trader. I don't mind either supplies for potentially a carrot. I'm not spending 12 to deal 6. There we go. We live anyways, we're good. Does it starve? It does starve. Run amok. It's fine. Give me a choose, please. That's not a choose. Do we like the barrier placements? I think we're fine with the barrier placement, but are we happy with it? Fine and happy are two very different statuses. Think about it on this turn. I don't think I like the barrier placement. Let's kill it. That's a lot of good money. We might actually get our opportunity for half-price coupon to end the game at some point here. What we will want to watch for is any red cards. Red contains bankruptcy. Share the wealth is gone, so it's just bankruptcy that we're worried about at this point. But let's get our supplies here. We don't want red. Ugh, got worse. Got much worse. Okay, that's a very disappointing roll. Let's roll bakery. It's a risk, but we're going to try it. Well, we got supplies. We're trying to get a carrot out of this because we have carrot exchange. Would prefer not to spend the money. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess we'll spend the money. Carrot exchange, 2 for 1. Tucker's nice. Right. Slight waste, because that we basically paid. I guess it's fair, but it's. We really want to keep as much money as we can. Keep an eye on any red cards. That is the only thing we are concerned about at this moment. It's a red card in hand. Those are very nice draws. Wow, okay. We represent +9 carrots on board. We have 2 zodiacs. They are non-adjacent zodiacs. The nice thing about hoarding money is that it is it's essentially what are we doing here? Alright. It's a mistake, but we're gonna do it. Bad news tornado is always a consideration here. It is insurance against that. Ooh, Halo. Well, now our fugitive looks really good. We're just gonna pretend that we foresaw that the Halo was coming. 1 water. We can get 1 water. We have 1 water. Done. We have Violet Pond, so that does represent a triplet. All Kinders, by the way. Top card, the top red card was Dude Wares. Next red thread is there. Alright, let's see if we get really lucky with Fugitive. Wow! Okay! I guess we win the game! Sure! Look at us! Great. Another Zodiac as well. And another Supplies. Is really good. Wow. Okay. So, we win the game. That's what I've decided. We're gonna get another Violet Bunny here. That will be a triplet. Sure. We'll save Super Supplies. Juxtapose is not something we're likely interested in. For reference, so Juxtapose resolves based on the top and bottom face of the Zodiac die. I am not certain whether the physical IRL Zodiac dice are consistent between printings. I know the one that I have personally is a Zeta Playroom edition, and it follows almost the counting convention. It has 2 swaps that don't make sense from the counting convention. If you know what that means, you know what that means. If you don't, you don't. What we elected to do for digital is follow the consistent sum convention. That is, any flip of the die represents a sum of 13. So for example, Taurus, number 2, is opposite of number 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. So if you ever want to know what dice would flip to what, for example, the one that would actually be relevant here is if we played Juxtapose and either Sagittarius or Cancer was rolled, we would see the swap happen. Because 9 plus 4 is 13. In contrast, if the 7 was rolled, we would need to see number 6, and we don't have number 6, so that's not relevant. So that's, if you want play, many people don't strategize around these things, right? But if you do want to, that's where the math comes in, okay? It essentially means right now, if we were to play Juxtapose, there would be a 1 in 6 chance that we would swap saved cards with this player. That being a saved carrot special, very special, mysterious place. There are no mysterious places right now, of course. But that would be a very bad thing to happen because we have much better specials than they do. So obviously we're not interested. I might set up an F-18 Horde here. Sporty Buddy is also a triplet, by the way. Bought a carrot, bought a defense, chose a carrot. Lowjack, Kojak. We have carrots 1 and 5. We are safe. Is everyone else safe is the question. It was in the market. Alright, let's do a simple F-18 Hornet. Which will actually be canonically correct in Zeta. In SI, we are a little bit more flexible with the F-18. Because we're not a fan of the non-viable targets when we're not actually targeting bunnies. If you know, you know. Ouch! Okay! Wait, oh, I should have responded to that. I had Uriel's machine. I could have responded in against the spatula and prevented that. I don't think we care significantly here. I probably should have done so. I'm not sure if there'll be that many better targets. We'll see. As far as various specials go in the game, there's some good ones. I wonder if we should bid. I'm thinking about it. Well, that solves that problem. That's one of the reasons F-18 Hornet is a terrible card, by the way. Even with the slightly more flexible nature I've given it in this canon, it's still somewhat awful of a card because it's like, okay, great, we risked 2 of our bunnies to try kill at most 1 bunny per player. Unless we got some really elegant barrier placements. It's like, great, minus 2 bunnies. I'd rather play Omp. Buyback could be exciting. We could buy back Carrot Trader. That'd be technically worth it. Sure, I guess. Let's try to keep it even, I guess. Difficult to imagine what player might be or may not be in the end game here. Yeah, we'll do Carrot Trader. Alright, -5. Carrot Trader. You. I'll give you this one. Alright, we have bankruptcy. We now feel very safe. Great. I like feeling safe. I don't have a good response to the level 7. We have 12 defense, but they're all in 1. So we're not compelled to actually use them. Let's Clover the Sporty. Cheese balls. I don't think we're significantly interested in cheese balls. Bid? I don't feel compelled to bid a lot here. B is good. RPA is good. I could be convinced to RPA. We could RPA target our Violet Pawn, for example. Hope to make it perhaps blue. Or black. We will be discarding Juxtapose. It was a little bit dangerous to place in the top run. Not really though, because this player didn't have a bunny. Think about top run and rotate there. Bankruptcy CPU's 2. We don't have an answer to this bunny right now. We might set a mothership just to deal with it. We have hemp now if it comes to it. It's getting really unlucky with the fountains. Safety hazard is fine. We did get our roll of 1. We will get some decent value out of the mothership here. 2 bunnies. We should stay in pretty decent control of this game. Target CPU 3. Roaches. I guess so, but is anything elegance in the discard? We could grab plutonium. Plutonium's not bad here. So here's my idea. Weapon exchange. Swapping out. I'm not really interested in the cheese balls. It's funny that the name is too long. I cut out the picture. Plutonium. This plutonium looks good here. Fine. 2 cabbage, 1 water's insignificant. We're getting a little bit of lag from the game. I need to solve that. I might look into that next before I progress to white. Uni carrot is impactful. +3. +1 for us. I mean this 3 in general. They're going. Progresses the game. Plutonium. The reason I liked plutonium here is because we have the halo at the edge. Edge of Forever. Did that break plutonium? It might have broken plutonium. It shouldn't have. Oops. We'll find out if it still resolves. It still should be here. The reason why that might have broken is because conventionally, well, let's close the pawn shop along. We'll see this one. So by convention, non-Area 51 abduction carries anything that's attached to the bunny along with it. The plutonium was quote-unquote attached to the bunny in a sense. And now plutonium is attached to the bunny still, but it's not in play, so it was like, hey, now what are we doing? And you see it basically fizzled, which is mechanically interesting. I need to think about that. I'm not sure. Not sure what I think about that yet. Is it objectively a mistake what it just did? Maybe not. It follows a certain convention. Okay. Was that convention correct? Difficult to say. Honestly, it might have been. If it was, then you get to ask yourself, well, if that is correct, then does plutonium resolve in the abduction slot? The answer to that is possibly not. And then it would in fact fizzle, fascinatingly. Very interesting. I'll need to think more on that, but it's interesting. take that. D5 represents 11 carats, of course. We're not prone to play switcheroo ever, so let's get rid of it. It'll be interesting to analyze what's actually causing the lag here. It should, of course, be resolvable, but it is interesting. We are not resolving switcheroo. Let's not throw for content. Bad news is never applied to opponents, that's why that didn't go anywhere. We're not far from winning. In fact, let's try it? Question mark? Let's play our cards first. Wait, I think we'll get there, actually. We're always watching the top of the deck these days for Kinder Yellow. That is the correct thing to do in full set. Well, this is an interesting roll. If we could roll, fortunately, here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I think we just won. I think the game is over. We have another go at it, but I think we have enough already. That is... I didn't even RPA. We will RPA for fun. Yeah, that's good. That's very good, actually. 2 bunnies. All kinders, of course. Well, this was a landslide victory. Well, hemp. Let's not forget to hemp. Before we do that, let's RPA the violet pawn. And hope to roll yellow, I guess? Black, green, and blue. I guess so. Let's see if it properly applies multiple. It does. Alright. If hemp resolves here properly, we have an automatic win. We're pretty close to it. That is a failure on hemp, so the opponent does have a slight chance. Half price coupon. And bye bye bye. Good game. With 25 remaining, so we will get the everything but CPU 3, and if there's a winning Zodiac, there could be more. Okay, we are safe from a winning Zodiac. Nobody had it. It was Capricorn. You got to see there the improved screen. If you didn't see it, look again. You blink and you missed it, right? Now then this one. This is our improved carat screen, so we can actually see what's going on. We took 3 from our opponent. Please don't do this to me. No! Okay. That was terrifying. We almost won with 3 out of 30. Okay, well that's game. Welcome to Kinder Yellow. We did not see a bad news tornado this game. It will probably happen in the next.